Hey everyone, Fishy Wizard 5 here, and here are my top 5 new player tips for those who want to get into Brighter Shores. Now, why are these tips important? Well, Brighter Shores is a really grindy game, as you might expect from a game made from the developers who made RuneScape. And these tips will save you a lot of grinding, or at least mitigate some of the grind. Number 5. Open up as many chests and drawers as you can find, because each of them will contain a bit of money. It's not a ton of money, but it does add up, especially if you find every single one of them. In the early levels, I would say, especially if you are not going big into combat, like you're just a skiller only kind of player, you will struggle to accumulate enough money, especially to afford the tools that you need to do the skills. They are weirdly very expensive, so you will need to do activities just to farm money. So getting all the money, the free money just lying around in the world will save a lot of time. Number 4. Complete quests as early as you possibly can. Why is this important? Well, quests give a fixed amount of combat experience when you complete them. So if you're level 2 and you complete a quest, you'll get X amount of experience. And if you're level 22 when you complete the quest, you'll get the same amount of experience. Like, completing this early on will give you a lot more levels when you complete the quest than if you do later on. It'll just give you a small portion of a level. And this does save time, because training combat in this game, especially from like 1 to 20, I would say is pretty linear, in the sense that the amount of experience between levels versus the scaling of the enemies that you're going to be fighting at each level is relatively the same. So it's going to take a similar amount of time to get up every level from 1 to 20. So complete the quest early on, skip a bunch of levels. Number 3. Do not get rid of lower item level gear immediately. So as you're training combat, you'll receive a lot of gear drops, and the gear drops you'll get will be higher level than the gear that you currently have. But just because an item level is higher than the item level of the gear that you're wearing, doesn't mean you just get rid of your old gear and wear the new gear. You have to check if the new item that you've got is actually, better in stats than the old gear. This is especially important because of the rarity of your gear. My purple rarity sword that I got when I was combat level 4 is still stronger than a lot of swords that I get at level 22. Level 22 swords that are green rarity. So that really shows how much of a difference the rarity of items makes. So always check the stats of the items that you're, getting rid of. Number 2, if you're training a gathering skill, do not immediately just sell all of the items that you're gathering. I know it seems very tempting to do, because banking in this game is pretty annoying, because there's not just like a centralized bank. There's a bank for each different thing that you're gathering. So you need to go to like a different bank. And it's very tempting to just, I'm training foraging, I'm just gonna get all the stuff that I'm foraging and just sell it, and then get more stuff and sell it. You don't want to get rid of the items that are used for other artisan skills. For example, a lot of foraging items that you get are used for cooking or used for apothecary. And if you sell them, and then later on you go to train those artisan skills, and you realized you need a lot of those other items you sold, it's going to be a pain in the neck to go back and farm more items or spend gold to get those same items back. So you're either gonna waste a lot of time or money to get those same items again. So watch out for items that are used for other recipes. And the game makes it easy-ish to find out, because when you sell stuff, it'll tell you the item that you're selling is used for something recipe later on. And finally, number 1, the most important thing that you all need to do when playing this game for the first time is get your character a level 20 skill as soon as possible. Now, as you see on my screen, I have a level 20 guard skill. Now, what does getting a level 20 skill do? It unlocks the knowledge system. You cannot get any knowledge unless you have a level 20 skill. Now, what is the knowledge system? The knowledge system basically gives you 2 things. It gives you... It unlocks these passive activities, and or it gives you XP or money. Now, right now, I don't really have any issues with money, so I always take the XP. But you could make the argument for the money for reasons that I don't know yet. But either way, this system is just free XP. You will gain knowledge from doing literally anything in the game. Even if you're, level 1 fishing and you're just fishing at the like flounders, you're still gonna get knowledge. And when your knowledge hits 100%, you'll get a point. So you'll get free XP in your combat, like a free 5k XP. It's a massive amount of XP. Or, XP, or you unlock one of the passive activities. Now, you need to get level 60 total to leave the first area. If you get level 20 in combat and then train everything else to get to 60, you'll probably get like 5 or 6 knowledge points on the way of getting everything to 60. Conversely, if you just didn't get combat to 20 and then you just leveled up everything slowly to 60 in one shot, you would have gotten 0 knowledge points. So you would have missed out on like 20k combat XP or something insane like that, which, is probably like an hour to 2 hours of just straight grinding. Now, I would say what's even more important than that, which I know, 20k free XP when, it takes like 2 hours to get that amount of XP, is actually still not even the best part about the knowledge system. The best part about the knowledge system is the passive activity. What's the passive activity? Literally what I'm doing on the screen. I'm training combat by doing nothing. The game is just doing it for me. I'm just getting XP and gold, and I'm literally not even playing the game. I can even log out. I can go to bed, and it's still training for me. Now, thankfully, this system isn't completely broken, or the XP isn't completely broken, or else this would just be a complete, idle cookie cutter game, or cookie clicker game. The XP is roughly, 5% of the XP you would get from actively training, but it's still really nice for, people that don't have that much time to play this game. So, unlock the knowledge system, unlock the passive ability to train your level 20 skills, and this will very likely save you hours and hours and hours of grinding in the long run of playing this game. So yeah, that's my 5 player tips. Please let me know if this helped you at all in the comments below. and tell me what tips that you have for brighter shores.